Welcome. I'm Lorenzo Ridley, and I teach people how to drive. Yes, I'm an instructor, but I've never been the type of person to tell you that you have to do something. I've always been the type to show you why you're doing it, not that you have to do it. So let's dive right in. There are two different types of turns. There's low risk, and then there's high risk. Your main goal for turns is try to stay out of other people's lanes. But there's two things that you need to know. The first thing is, when should you start your turn and where should you put your eyes? Wherever the side mirror points is generally about where you land if you were to turn the wheel all the way. So for example, if I were to turn this wheel all the way to the left, I'd land about wherever the side mirror is pointing, about in that curve. For our sharp left turn, what we'll need to do is we'll need to get that side mirror to point fully into the right half of the street. Once it does, that's when you send your wheel all the way. The problem is, when I first show people how to do that, they start looking directly at this mirror and they get focused on it. What that does, it makes it so that you're not seeing what's coming around that corner, and it makes you misjudge the turn. So a better place for you to look is look towards the end of the lane where you're going towards, and we'll call that targeting. Pretty much you're just looking all the way to the end of that lane so that you can make sure that you see the edges of the street and where your car is landing in relationship to your turn. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to look through this side window all the way to the end of the lane where you're going towards. Once this side mirror points fully into that right half, then send that wheel all the way. Don't look at the curb. Just keep looking at where you want to go, and you'll land just how you want to, fully in that right half of the street. The next thing is sharp right turns. A lot of people struggle with these, but there's a few tricks to it. The first thing is your approach. You already know, if you approach too close to that right side of the street and you turn sharp, your right rear tire is going to roll over the curb. So the trick is, you need to stay about 3 feet away from that right side of the street. So what's the trick? There's a little sprayer in my hood right there, and that little sprayer, whenever you line that with a curb or a line, that'll put you about 3 feet away from that right side. Now that you're at the edge of your street and you're 3 feet away from the right side, what you need to do is you need to get this side mirror to no longer point at an obstacle, whether it's a bush or a curb. Once it does, that's telling you that's about the time to start turning. The next thing is, the most powerful tool for turning is your eyes. So if you were to look right nice and deep, then turn right, you're gonna get a more accurate turn, because then you're gonna judge where the sides are at, and you're also gonna be able to see the edge of your car in relationship to the curb. So this is what it looks like.